Who started the riot? Better question, why did you join it? Was it your pain or someone else's anger? Your justice or their manipulation? Or maybe you didn't think at all, you just followed. There was shouting, slogans, placards, fury everywhere. You didn't want to be left out, so you raised your voice too. But somewhere between the chanting and the chaos, you forgot to ask the question, do I even know what I'm fighting for? Because noise is easy, it feels like power, like control, like revolution. But most of the time, it's just people copying other people, who copied other people, who were also just angry. The crowd is seductive. It gives permission to become someone else, louder, meaner, braver you think. But bravery isn't volume. Bravery isn't violence. Bravery is standing alone when the crowd is wrong. Instead, you became invincible. You wore the same shirt, chanted the same slogans, burned what they burned, looted what they looted. And the crowd clapped for you for doing what they did. But tell me, who were you before the crowd? Who are you now without them? Somewhere behind the scenes, someone decided what the trend would be, what you will wear, what you will say, what you will feel, and you obeyed. With a swipe, a like, a share, a shout. You weren't speaking your truth, you were echoing theirs. Be angry, they said, be loud, be part of something, and you were. You didn't post your beliefs, you posted your fear of being excluded. You didn't share your pain, you shared their programming. You weren't brave, you were just obedient. And then the riot ended, the hashtag faded, the noise stopped. You looked around, at the mess, at the silence, at yourself. And something inside you whispered, was that really me? Not the anger, not the fire, not the mask. The emptiness that came after. Because here's what no one told you, the rage is addictive, but it never satisfies. It gives you fire, but never warmth. So now sit with the question, did I ever really believe what I fought for? Or was I just afraid of thinking for myself? 1 million people shouting doesn't mean anyone is thinking. You were told what to feel, you followed, and now you are left with a silence. Maybe silence isn't a curse. Maybe silence is your first chance to hear your own voice. So listen, not the crowd, not the influencers, not the headlines. Listen to the quiet voice inside that is begging you to speak, because your real change never comes from a crowd. It comes from one person, one soul, one thought that dared to be different. Think before you follow, or you'll burn for a cause that's never yours.